Hi, RV. Here's the weekend update for January 23rd. This is going to be a long one, so please bear with me. Now, if we talk about a big snow hitting us this weekend, I think there's a good chance it will miss us completely. It won't amount to anything. So please tell everybody you know it's going to be a really big dump of snow on us, and then probably we're going to be good for this Sunday. I want to give you a quick update on our plans for gathering in person whenever the weather cooperates to let us do that. The pastors, elders have met, and our sense is to resume in-person meetings for worship on Sunday mornings. COVID seems to be sweeping through us all at the moment, so we know we need to explain how we came to this decision. We've all been praying about this and trying to discern the will of God for us in this situation. But, and I want to emphasize this, but we are not saying Jesus told us to meet. We aren't going to play the Jesus card on you, but we want to assure you that we didn't just pull this decision out of a hat or come to it without prayer listening. We've really tried to discern what the Spirit is saying to us. And so here's what we're thinking. First, nearly all of us at Raleigh Vineyard have had the COVID vaccine, and many of us are boosted. While the Omicron variant seems to be getting around the vaccine does seem to be providing protection that lessens the impact of COVID for those who get it. Many people testing positive, they end up having few or no symptoms if they've been vaccinated. Second, the impact of isolation and separation on our mental health and our soul care has been huge. It's hard to overstate it. And we are weighing that aspect of our well-being with and against the physical and medical aspects of health as well. Third, we're not requiring anyone, volunteers, staff, or anyone else to attend services. We realize there are risks in meeting together, and only those who are prepared to assume such risks should plan to come to in-person meetings at Raleigh Vineyard. You will not be judged for coming or for staying home. We will not tell you that coming or staying home is God's will for you. That's something that you get to discern with your family. Fourth, we will continue to ask everyone to adhere to the following practices whenever and wherever we gather as RVers, whether it's through the week or on Sundays. One, we will wear masks over our mouths and noses when we gather. Masks will be provided if you don't have one. We will keep them on hand at all times inside the building, and we will keep them on in the building. And all means all. So we're going to suspend coffee service for now. For my rule-following brothers and sisters, please remember this rule is created for and meant for our good, and we weren't made for this rule. So no one is policing your mask wearing, and if it comes off briefly, you're not going to be scolded or given the stink eye. Children should wear masks if they're able inside the building, but we realize that some are too small to understand or for this to be a reasonable ask. And again, no one will scold you or give you the stink eye if you have a small child who isn't wearing a mask. We will physically distance ourselves in our seating. We're going to look for ways to sit with the people in our social bubble, family bubble, away from others. And when the service is over, please give each other space as we move out of the building. We will wash our hands and use hand sanitizer stations that are provided throughout the building. And if you are symptomatic with any communicable illness, please stay home and let us pray for you to be healed. Symptomatic means sore throat, scratchy throat, fever, persistent cough, persistent sneezing, feeling lousy, feeling weak and fatigued. We love you, we bless you, but we don't want to be near you in this season if you are symptomatic. Now, one big exception to everything that I've just said is that when individuals are leading our songs or speaking from the floor up front, they will periodically remove their masks to speak or sing from that upfront distanced location. Each individual doing so has been vaccinated and will not be there if they are symptomatic or have been recently exposed to COVID. We're setting out to eliminate as much risk as we possibly can to make meeting together in person as safe as we possibly can. We're going to continue to offer our service live online every Sunday. We will also continue to create online opportunities for connection via social media and the Zoom. So please do not feel any pressure by this announcement to compromise any of the decisions you or your family or you and your family have made about your own health and safety. We respect the approach you and your family choose to take in this intense time of the pandemic. Along with everything that I've just said about Sundays, it's our intention to also try to create opportunities for us to share time and space together indoors and outdoors as RVers. No one is required to participate in any of these events, online or in person. We're just creating opportunities, but we feel that it's important as we move forward together with no end of all this in sight to find ways for us to connect. Now, with this weekend coming up, we're going to be announcing Saturday afternoon if we're meeting in person on Sunday or not because of these strange weather predictions. Our intention is to meet, but if the snow or ice that they are somehow predicting hit us, if you've been in Raleigh long, you know it's more than enough. An inch of snow is more than enough to shut us down for the whole weekend and possibly into the early part of the next week. So stay tuned in. Okay, I've taken enough of your time and your attention, and I do appreciate both. We love you. We look forward to being with you whenever and wherever that finally happens, and doing it as safely as we can possibly make it. So if you've got some fresh creative ideas on ways we can meet up or connect with each other, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you about that. In the meantime, stay safe out there, and remember that there are better days ahead.